That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one
can't, we
quick
can't, we
question?
can't ask Rashad questions.
Definitely
Rashad.
a low vibrational video. This was trending and everything like that last week. And I was like, I want to save this for a stream. So I'm just gonna watch this right now and see what happens. It's 8 minutes.
Story time on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit nigga that's lit on the internet. And to me, I felt like he was cat. So yeah, I met him on the internet. I was in Bahamas like the beginning of January for my son. I'm sorry, the beginning of February for my son's birthday or whatever. And he DM'd me on Instagram like, need you. So I'm like, oh, I've been trying to give you me or whatever like that. So he like, whatever. We gonna exchange numbers or what? So I'm like, yeah, because like, he's some fine shit. Like, I love dark skinned niggas. And when I say he's some fine shit, bitch, he's some fine shit. Or whatever like that. So on the internet, like, he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house, and he young as fuck or whatever. Like that. Dressed nice, always designer down, like always posting mad money, etc. So, like that's my type. I love me a hood, get money nigga. So he asked for my number or whatever like that. So I get
Sometimes it just seems too easy. The bait just seems too easy. Sometimes the bait just seems too easy. It's like, is this a setup? Because it's like, why are you laying this all on a platter for me? It's just like a layup and you just want me to slam dunk it. It's hey. I love me come on, what are we talking about? For those of you who don't know, that's an oxymoron. You know what? Oh, hey. All right. I'm going to say something pretty basic. It'll be pretty basic common knowledge for a lot of people. But some people might not be aware. So I'm going to take... Okay, here we go. Are you ready? The hood is the hood. You ready? Because it is low income. Low income areas result in children raised in poverty, impoverished, not having money to get what you want, to eat when you want, to eat what you want, to have what you want, dress how you want, look how you want, stirs in a hunger to go out, get some money so you can live the life that you want to live, to not live as stressed check to check as your parents struggling. Parents, guardians might have been struggling. You watching them, and you like, I don't want that to happen to me. I'm gonna get some money, and take care of the family. And then you get older, 8, 9, 10, pre-adolescence age, right? And you looking at the teenagers and the rappers, everything like that, in neighborhoods that look like your neighborhoods, flashing money, gold teeth, jewelry, all of the things, right? Riding a little, little 4-wheelers and stuff like that. That's what they're doing, right? And you're like, dang, I gotta get like that. I gotta get some money. They look like they're having fun. They're getting all the girls. They're getting this and that. That is what the hood is. That is why they are in that position, and that's why they strive to do what they strive to do. So in getting money, in the hunger for getting money, you're going to do whatever it takes to get that money. Whether it's rob, hit a lick, hit a jug, scam, whatever you got to do, jug, sell what you need to sell. It's a lot of ways to get some money. A lot of ways to get quick money. It ain't going to be clean money a lot of the times. A lot of the times, the way that they do things in the hood is from that way. So when you say, I love me a young, rich hood dude, that's an oxymoron. Because people from the hood is typically not rich. Because they came from a situation that made them that way, that made them from the trenches and stuff like that, or everything like that. So when I say all this to say, so when you see someone from the hood, if he really hood and this and that, and he flashing money, he got the designer and everything like that, designer down, and the rack's holding up the money phone to his ear. Spoiler alert, he probably not rich. He's probably not rich. What are we talking about right now, man? And then you get surprised that he ain't rich as he portrayed that he was. I mean, just, come on, what are we doing? We moving backwards. We're moving backwards. We're looking at the facade as reality, and reality, what are we doing?
Gave him my number, and like he texted me. And I'm not gonna lie, like it was little signs that I didn't like. Like if you know I'm on vacation with my kids, like I remember I posted my drink or whatever, and I didn't text him right back. And he's on my phone like, "Oh, you see me text you or whatever, but you posting." Like that right there was like you only have my number for like 20 minutes, like chill out. But I let him slide. So we plan to see each other or whatever like this, like whatever like that on this Saturday. That's it, this Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And we plan for me to come Valentine's Day weekend or whatever. And he really was on some shit where like he was like, "Oh, come with."
And y'all just met? That wasn't like crazy to you? Like, okay, the first time I'm gonna fly out, everything would gonna be Valentine's weekend. That's a pretty big weekend.
Whatever, what day, what time, it don't even matter. Like whenever you could come, just come. So I chose that weekend because I'm free every other weekend for my kids. They go with their dad.
Okay.
Or whatever like that.
All right.
So
I get it.
That was my free weekend. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I thought he was a fake page at first or whatever like that because it just was like too good to be true. So we were only text, and like he'd tell me to FaceTime him, but by the time I FaceTime him or whatever, he not answering. Now he got an excuse or he don't FaceTime back. So bitch, I started thinking like, bitch, I'm gonna get catfish if I go down here. So I told him, I'm like, look, this Wednesday, like the Wednesday before the Friday. So I'm like, FaceTime me before Friday or I'm not coming. So now he got all that energy. He FaceTime me, etc. I got him on the phone before you really couldn't. Like he'd just be texting and shit like that. So he FaceTime me. He was real, looked the same, looked good as fuck. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready, etc. So Friday come and we talk, and I'm like, you know, like you ready? Like I'm at the nail salon. I'm like, you ready? Like I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to meet you, etc. So he like, yeah, or whatever like that. But I feel like his energy was a little off because he was more excited days before. So I'm like, you good, love? Like you okay? Because I'm like, I feel like your energy is like kind of off. Like you're not excited as you was. So he's like, oh, I just found out I got to get my daughter or whatever today. Mind you, it's the day I leave. Like I'm leaving at 10 p.m.
They
at
both
night
got kids
to land. I think my flight would land like 12:48 a.m. originally. So I'm like, yo, I took our work for this.
Most of these folks is parents.
Or whatever, and I already checked into the flight, and he's like, well, what's the issue? Nobody didn't tell you not to come. Like you can still come. I'm good. I'm gonna just get a sitter. If anything, her and the sitter just stay at my house, and we could just get a room. So I'm like, you know what? All right, that's cool. I'm all for that, or whatever the case may be. So I still go. Like I get my nails and I run to the mall. I get everything I need. I pack my shit, and I tell him like, all right, I'm putting Atlanta this time. I go to the airport. Mind you, y'all, I'm rushing because I'm always fucking last minute. I get to the airport. I board the flight, or whatever like that. So before I boarded the flight, he texted me this hotel, like Signa or something like that. It's like one of the best hotels in Atlanta. So I tried to book the hotel online, but everything was booked up. So I told him, I'm like, look, everything booked up because it's Valentine's Day weekend. So he like, nah, you got to call. So I called and like everything was booked the fuck up. Like literally it was no hotel. So he like, well, find whatever you can find and just book it. And I'm going to get you from the airport. So I'm like, you know, what's your budget? So he like, what you mean? I'm like, what's your budget? Like I'll book the room. Yeah. But when I land, I expect to get my money back.
Yeah, facts. Like I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Listening to that, she not even lying. Like this is my first time reacting to it, but yeah, she right. Like I feel like if you're gonna fly someone out and then you know they have the expectation, okay, you already paid for the flight, my housing is gonna be taken care of. Now, like other people said, you should not fly out if you don't have the money for yourself to be good by yourself, just in case you need to split. You know what I'm saying? You just need to go by yourself, make something happen by your own. You know what I'm saying? I agree with both sides. But yeah.
So I'm on the plane, y'all. The plane done took off. So the nigga like, oh, the least you could do is pay for the room. So I'm like,
Nah. He tweaking. So now he already shown the real him, everything like that up in the room. Let's see.
So this
Up
when the
in the air.
mishap come in, because I get it. Okay, we supposed to stay at your house originally, but then your child came into play. So now we got to go stay somewhere else, which is cool because I think a hotel is better anyway because you don't know me and I don't know you, and it's more safer. I feel like. So he like, yeah, like you can pay for the room. I'm gonna fund the rest of the trip. Baby, you a whole scammer. You think I'm paying for a motherfucking hotel for you to come fuck on me? So he all like, yo, I fuck.
So okay, so you're a parent, he's a parent, he's a scammer. You knew he was a scammer, and you was like, I like that. To each his own. To each his own. To each his own. You know what I'm saying? I was mad at first. I did a whole thing. She likes. Apparently, she knows and
Like
likes.
you could pay for
Damn.
something. I'm funding the rest of the trip, or whatever the case may be. Yo, so we start arguing or whatever like that. So then the plane land, and I'm like, you really arguing over a $300 something hotel, but you scamming. You hitting all these licks, all this big money you posting. I mean, like $20,000, $30,000. You can't book a $300 hotel, and I just felt like if you brought me to your city, you should make sure I'm good. Like if you came to my city and something happened, I'm going to correct it before you get there. I'm going to figure this shit the fuck out. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? Like, it don't make sense. I didn't ask to come there. You wanted to come. Now, I agree we wanted to see each other, but still, like, what? So, when I landed, the nigga arguing, going all back and forth with shit. So, I'm like, listen, cancel your sitter. Stay home with your kid. Go ahead and bond. I'm cool. Like, I ain't even link you no more, etc. Y'all, this nigga was like, oh, you must be coming to come see another nigga. Nigga, what? I took off from my job, stopped one of my business to come see you. You talking about another nigga? That's your response? Y'all, he kept fucking arguing. I couldn't believe it because I'm like, bro, like, if you getting all this money and you got all this motion, all this shit going on, like, $300 is nothing. So I'm like, if I book this hotel, you can't come. So that's what the fuck I did. I booked the hotel, and shout out to that Spirit flight attendant because, yo, he stayed in that airport with me and found me a hotel, y'all. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had nowhere to stay, like, at all. But I booked that hotel, y'all, and I left that nigga on red. Like, I stopped responding, and I just made it into a solo trip. But I still was just, like, mad because I trip. Like, Atlanta, cool. We used to do that for New Year's, but, like, just to go and spend that much money, it was just, like, I could have went somewhere else. Like, that was kind of crazy.
I feel like on her end, if you spend all that money, you go out and y'all argued and everything like that, like, I felt like what she did was kind of petty to send a message to him because it's like, if you out there, you might as well just be like, okay, we gonna spend some time together, woo-doo-woo, and then once I fly back, I'm gonna block you, everything like that. I say get the experience. You're already out in Atlanta, you spent the money, everything like that, get your money's worth. That's me.
So me personally, I just feel like his lifestyle got to be kept because I done dealt with some big money niggas. Like, I mean, rich niggas, like that's running businesses to get legit money. I done dealt with a rapper. I'm not gonna say who the fuck he is because he is a big rapper that y'all listen to every single day. And niggas with money ain't complaining. They're not doing all that. Like, I'm telling you, they're not doing all that. Like, when you come see them, they have everything into play, everything booked, bitch, your itinerary set up, all that. Like, it ain't making sense. So to me, his life is just kept. And to be honest, I never really seen him go out and do nothing or anything like that. Like, he not in the mall blowing no money. Like, he ain't no 5-star restaurants. Like, he really don't be doing nothing. Like, he might go skate or something, but like other than that, like that nigga don't be really doing shit like with the money he's supposed to have. Like, he got all this motion. You would think he'd be tripping like something. Like, nah, he not doing none of that. So to me personally, the life is kept. And I was just mad because I felt like, damn, like I flew here to see you and this happened. Never doing it again. And then his excuse was, well, you knew what I had going on and you still came. Nigga, you never told me not to come. When I checked in with you and we spoke, you told me to still come. It wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
And you was going to get a sitter. Like, what? That don't even make sense. Like, make it make sense. I would have said the fuck home. I'm not that pressed to see no nigga. Like, bitch, you know, I get niggas. Like, what? Be for
Man, stop the cap, man. Like, shout out B Loop, man. How you gonna say you not that pressed, but you flew all the way out? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the comments, the sentences like that don't make no sense. I ain't that pressed. I just rushed to the airport and flew all the way down. And then when I found out I didn't have a flight, when I found out I didn't have a room or a place to stay, instead of just rebooking a flight back or rescheduling my flight to just go back the same day, I decided to find a hotel, pay for it $300, and it because I'm not pressed at all. Watch how not pressed I am. I'm actually so not pressed about you. I'm gonna make a 8-minute and 30-second. What are you talking about right now? You're clearly pressed. This is the 8th minute of an 8.5-minute video of a situation of you giving the attitude about how mad you are about this situation, and you say you're not pressed. Stop the cat.
For real. I was just upset at the fact that you still allowed me to come or whatever like that, knowing that you was going to do that or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying he lying about getting his kid, because bitches do that. Like, bitches that know it's a Valentine's Day week or something going on and be like, oh, yeah, you not, I'm going to stick him with the kid because I don't want him to be with no other bitch. So it do be like that, but still, like, come on, yo. Like, I don't live down the street. I live in another state. I flew there.
You flew there, but you wasn't pressed about him. You spent the first minute talking about how good he looked. What is we talking about? I ain't pressed over no one. I don't care about no one. We have to stop that. Everybody, men and women, we both have to. I don't care about how good they. I don't care about nobody. I live by myself. I eat by myself. I actually eat in a cave with no lights on, no electricity, because I don't need nobody for no. Like, everybody want. You know what I'm saying? People care and want people, man.
Part one of. All right, look, this is gonna be called the part one of. If you're gonna tell the story, then tell the full truth. You feel me? This part one of. So look, right, let me get this like straight to y'all. First and foremost, I'm not a YN. You know what I'm saying? I'm 25 years old. You know, but check this out. I'm not from Atlanta at all. You feel me? I live in Atlanta now. I'm from Iraq. You feel me? But all this, like, okay, well, we gonna start off with the whole he flew me out type thing. You know, I never flew out. So this whole oh yeah, he flew me out and put me on Spirit Airlines. Shit is cap. You know what I'm saying? I never flew out. I never paid for no flight. You feel me? None of that. You get what I'm saying? Now, I really don't know how to work it as far as like if I can post the messages when I'm talking type shit. I don't know if I can do that shit on here, but I'm finna try it though. All right, look, this is gonna be called.
Let me see. Let me see.
Part one of.
Hold on. Let me see. I gotta zoom in on the messages. Baby, you good? I'm not tripping. I don't do that. But I mean, we both know how the problem could be solved. You right. I smell. Let me know when you land in Atlanta. That's crazy. Okay. You need it. Only May. Yes, I agree. So when I'm in Atlanta, I'll hit you. Like if I'm ever just in Atlanta, I booked it. My cousin got. So he ain't text her back. So I guess it was FaceTiming, right? My cousin got scared. LOL, something. She's screaming. You don't know him. What she think I'm gonna do to you? Some LOL, yeah. She telling me stories of people going to see people. One girl got cut her body into pieces. All that. Jeez, man. This generation, bro. This is every generation, but this generation just has the access to the internet. So it's like we see this stuff.
I get this shit for real. Cause now I got it figured out. So I can go ahead and do these little, you get what I'm saying? So look, right. Now we just gonna piggyback off of
and that text message thread. According to that text message thread, he's like, so what is saying like they talking, and then she was just like, man, I'm trying to see you, man. If I ever see you, if I'm ever in Atlanta or whatever. Oh yeah, I just booked a flight to come down to Atlanta. That's what she decided to do. He didn't. So my whole thing now, I ain't gonna lie. I can't lie to you. I think I'm on Buddy's side now. Like everybody's saying, both of them is in the wrong. Both of them kind of got like some, flawed mentalities and things of that sort. But Buddy making sense. He was just looking like, I was just talking to you. I was just sliding the DM. You made the move to come down here and to come down here this weekend because you didn't have your kids and this and that.
The whole, she said some shit like what for it is. Oh yeah, he got mad with me because I was out of town and texting my kids and all that. Like whatever the fuck that's supposed to be about. Anywho, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing at all. You get what I'm saying? Fast forward to these messages. You get what I'm saying? Now look, now check this out. She say like, I supposed to pay for a hotel, or we argued about a hotel or some shit about like some shit with some money, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really pissed me off. Like, that's what made me even get into this whole you did anyway, you feel me? Now, that's my whole thing. Now, I done made it clear that I was getting my daughter Friday. You know what I'm saying? I let her know at 4 p.m. on Friday, like, okay, well, I'm getting my daughter and I'm gonna have her for the weekend, or the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Now, your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock, whatever the case may be. Your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock at night. Now, by your flight don't leave at 11 o'clock tonight, meaning like, okay, Will,
You ain't hit the airport.
I ain't really trying to be mean to you, but like, I'm gonna give you all the signs. What for this? All right, Will. I just told you my daughter coming. I done already let you know, like, beforehand. I'm not bringing nobody around my daughter. Like, it ain't none of that type of shit going on, especially no strange. Like, it ain't none of that going on. I got too much respect for myself. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, mama, and my daughter alone. People be having weird intentions and shit towards kids, whatever. Now, so if I'm letting you know this already on some, like, you feel me? It ain't none of that going on. Then,
but buddy, you should have let her know. You should have, instead of saying, "Oh, I got my daughter, she coming over for the weekend," just straight up say, "Hey, sorry, I think you should cancel your flight, get a refund now because blah blah blah." But you didn't do communication. This basic communication stuff.
yeah, off rip, you like
People be so scared of communication, but people in her instance act so hard to not be pressed over anybody. That's an issue in itself. Oh, I ain't pressed over nobody. I don't care about nobody. Yeah, you obviously care about this guy. You text him all day, and then you book the flight to come see him because you pressed about him. And on his end, he playing Mr. Cool Man. Shawty, I don't care. Hey, Shawty, it might be that time, folk. On his end, he can just straight up say, "Hey, you should cancel your flight because I have this came up. Blah, blah, blah. My daughter coming this weekend. I ain't know I was gonna have her this weekend." Could have just said that. But he just said, "My daughter coming this weekend." You do what you want with that information. That's not communication, bro. She spent money for you to come see you. I think you should give her that courtesy to give her that communication. But that might not just be who you are. And she liked that. That's what she liked. So that's on her. And the first rant that I went on about 15, 20 minutes ago. Anyways.
you feel me? You should have either not even got your ass on the flight for one, because your flight didn't leave until 11 o'clock later on that night. I told you at 4 o'clock. You try to tell me like, "Oh yeah, I already checked in my flight." Checking in your flight don't mean nothing at all. You know why? Because you still can cancel or like whatever. It don't matter. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact you can cancel your flight, reservation, whatever, get a refund, whatever. So I let her know, like, you feel me? It's a possible chance that I can get a, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility that I can get a babysitter. But like that one never 100%, you feel me? Like regardless of me getting the babysitter.
That's on you, bro. You have to communicate with her. You have to communicate with her. She spent $300 or how much, where the flight was, $200 to come see you. It's on you to straight up tell her, "I think you should cancel the flight because I get my daughter. I could get a babysitter, but that's not guaranteed." Oh, no.
But not right. I never, ever was staying at no hotel for one. Like, you're a stranger. You get what I'm saying? I was not doing no shit like that. You a stranger. I don't even know you for real. And you too thirsty. Like, you throwing me off for real. You too thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Now, cool. Now, in the mix of all that, right? Okay, she get her. Now, she get her. She knew on the plane, like, oh yeah, she had to get her a room and shit like that, whatever the case may be. Because of the simple fact, I get to ask her shit like, "Okay, Will, what you finna do as far as in like hotel wise?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna help you look for a hotel, like GT, you know what I'm saying? But like, you should be already under the impression, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you not to come for real, because of some fact, I'll let you know I got my daughter. A nigga telling you like, "Okay, Will, he got his daughter, and you can't, he not bringing you around his daughter. My daughter, this, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be here with me. So she gonna be here with me, then that means you can't be here at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't none of that going on. Cool. Long story short, whatever the case may be, she ended up paying for her own flight. You feel me? She ended up paying for her own hotel, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She's mad, or whatever the case may be. But my thing is, look, right now, she never not once said like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna pay for the hotel, but when I land, give me the money." What? The first thing I told her was, Find something that you can afford. You feel me? Like, find something you can afford. Whatever in your budget. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this shit ain't about no $300 or no hotel or nothing like that. We never argued about no hotel because I made it clear, like clear as day. Like, okay, well, I'm not sleeping in no hotel. Why in the fuck would I sleep in a hotel? I mean, I got a house. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about your well-being. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's already done at 1 o'clock in the morning when you land. You got to have somewhere to sleep at. I don't want you to sleep in the airport or no shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Cool, now. She get all that shit done, or whatever the case may be. She act like she got an attitude out of this world. She really was on some like selfish shit, like on some like, she thought I was gonna put her before my daughter type shit. Like, oh yeah, well, we had plans and what the fuck ever. Like, I don't give a fuck who you is. Don't nobody come before my daughter. You feel me? Now, mind you, like, okay, so that was that whole Friday. Now look, I still text her on Saturday just to make sure like she was good, she was safe. Because at the end of the day, you're not from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You're not from Atlanta at all. I'm not from Atlanta at all. But like, it was just cold that night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh yeah, are you okay? You know, on some like checking up on her type shit. You feel me? See, oh yeah, I have found a room. You know, none like everything was regular for real. Now, the shit really went left for real that Saturday when it came to the point where it is. She got to text me all like extra thirsty ass shit. Like, you got breath mints and like numbing spray. You know what I'm saying? That shit new to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Brush that off. And then you got to ask me shit like, oh yeah, have I ever gave my ass ate? My behind ate? I don't know if TikTok gonna like blush, like blur it out or some shit because of that. Hold on, what the fuck? This lady throwing me off now. You know what I mean? You throwing me off. You throwing me all the way off. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, nah, hell no.
I know. I really like this little arcade thing in the back. I'm like, bro, that look really nice. I might want to give me one of them. Spend a couple $100 on them. I don't know. It looked nice, but it's, you know, take up space. You got to move it when you move in.
She won't be seeing me at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna link up with you. I'm not finna have sex with you. It ain't none of that going on. Like, you know, I'm cool on it. I'm straight on it. Now, mind y'all, it would never ever be a storyline. It wouldn't be a story time. It wouldn't be none of that. You know why? If I pulled up to see her at that hotel, had I had sex with her, any of that shit, you know what I'm saying? If any of that shit would have went her way as far as in like sexual intercourse, she would have never made a story time. You get what I'm saying? Now, mind you, like, she was scaring me on some like, hold on, what the fuck? Don't be saying no shit like that to be like, you know, you scaring me for real on some shit. Like, you know, like, hold on. You been a little bit too thirsty, you feel me? Now, my whole thing is, on top of you being a little bit too thirsty, right? I mean, on top of her being a little too thirsty, right? I'm just like, all right, okay, whatever. You feel me? Like, now mind y'all, rewind. We was texting this shit for like, probably like a week and a half. I want to say we probably
a week and a half? Oh.
For real. You know what I'm saying?
A week and a half is crazy. A week and a half is crazy. You booked a flight over a week and a half? Oh my goodness. But she said that was my only kid-free weekend, man. Get it how you live. She was trying to, hey man, these are both parents.
Yeah, man, I ain't never been on the phone at all. Like, never been on the phone. No, we get on FaceTime for the first time. You feel me? It was like a 3-minute call or some shit like that. But when I first get on the phone, I got my face in the camera. She got her face in the camera. But she got on like these clear glasses. Now, when I say stop playing, put your face in the camera, you know, I don't know if that like rubbed her the wrong way, but I'm just in my head like, this not the same person that I was just looking at on Instagram. You feel me? So now, like, I'm not saying she ugly. I'm not taking that from her at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like she not the like what she looked at like on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So it caught me off guard type shit.
I looked it. So
now I'm really just trying to like rush her off the phone for real. But like I'm giving her a cold shoulder to the point where it is
communication. He doing all this. I told her and she ain't get the message. She didn't read my mind. You said you started out the video. First of all, I'm not no YN. I'm 25 years old, young man. You 25 and you talking about, I told her this, I told her that. She's supposed to pick up what I'm putting down. And I still texted her, even though I was like, oh, I don't want you at all, man. See, both of y'all lying. I don't want you. I never wanted you. Somebody's lying, and I think it's both of you.
Like, damn, you're not getting the memo. Like, I shouldn't have to say, like, okay, well, woo, you know what I'm saying? Like
that you should. Yes, you should. Because the girl bought $300 flight and a $300 room. She spent over $1,500 just to see you. With food and Ubers, the trip definitely went over a band. So she spent $1,000 to see you because she was that excited to see you and she liked you that much. Yes, I do think you owe her some type of human decency, bro. And you know that.
Damn, I'm really giving you a
That's why you texted her. Because you know she deserves.
Oh, show, like I'm letting you know what, like, you know what I'm saying? So like that was throwing me off though, that she didn't look the same. You know what I'm saying? So after that, the conversation went like blank. She texted me that Friday, like, hey love, are you okay? Ooh. And I tell her, she like, am I still coming? Ooh, I didn't respond to no other question, but am I okay? I told her I'm good. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm good. But I was dull as hell with her, you feel me? But I'm gonna just show y'all all that shit. I gotta post all that shit.
Should just said it. Am I still good to come?
I ain't gonna lie, like
no.
you really
That's all you had to say. Am I still good to come? No, thank you. That's all you had to say. You're right. I hate small talk. Let me know when you're in Atlanta. So he invited her to. This is crazy. It can be resolved one way or another. Yes, I agree. So when I'm in Atlanta, I hit you like I'm ever just in Atlanta. I booked it. My cousin got scared because she's talking about this. I fell asleep. Are you okay? Hey, I feel a lot better. Just a little upset, but I just finally have a room. It's not my norm, but it was all I could find. Good thing is you're okay. I was just trying to stay up, but I put her to sleep and I was done for. I just really wanted to meet you, I guess. She really just let down from this, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. She's really let down. And she said she left him on red. Obviously, he left her on delivered. This is sad. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's sad. She obviously hurt. The girl hurt, and she acting like, "Oh, I ain't pressed over nobody." This you press. But this is just sad, bro. It's just sad, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. I really just want to meet you, I guess. But I learned from this situation. That's why I'm so calm. I really just hate wasting my time for real. I think anybody would. When I go home, we probably will never speak again. I know you probably don't care, but I really have faith in this whole thing. It's crazy. It's not even your fault. You did what you were supposed to, but I ain't ever going to forget this. I thought about it, and I do want to meet. Are you going to link me? Can you still get a sitter? Dang, she did that in 2 hours? Oh, she crashed out. Oh, that's crazy. You get it? I got a picture, but I don't know what that is. Really? That's short throat spray and breath strips. You got a short throat, babe. That was okay. All right. Okay. So that's a lot to process. Wow, that is a lot to process. Okay. Like he's okay. So I see what he's saying when it was like she was so aggressive and stuff. Doing that after 1.5 weeks is crazy. I think it's obvious that she was doing all that because, you know, she had the kid. She had the kids, so she like, okay, I get this one weekend. It's my one chance to wild out, and that's what she wanted to do. But I think the dude, once again, going back to the beginning of the beginning threat of the beginning rant, the type of dude she likes, I feel like this is the type of treatment you're gonna receive. I can't. That's my type. That's my, you know what I'm saying? And you deal with, you know what I'm saying, the type of woo that come with that. And now you got issues that they're not a decent human being. And they're not, well, that's what you wanted. You wanted to. And if he is what you said he is, you said allegedly, I ain't snitching on nobody. You said allegedly he's a scammer. If allegedly he's a scammer, that means that he get dirty money. If he get dirty money, that is usually not equal good person. It is what it is. Why did you think he was going to have some type of moral code as a scammer? Why did you think that? And why did you act surprised when the scammer didn't act with some type of morale? You know, it's not anything that it's just dumb. Anyways, I'm gonna go to this. I wanted to react to something else too.
that steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
I enjoy Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.